Tip number 309 from the book 501 Contractor Tips, Flamboyant Professionals. I kind of went over some of this in the last video, but this one I kind of wanted to tackle another situation. And I've mentioned this before throughout some of my videos, and you really can't. You're going to benefit as a business person from personal behavior, learning about the psychology involved in sales, manipulation. And this is one of them here. I remember working for a couple of people who really had big egos. And if you could feed into these egos in a way that isn't very obvious, you know, anybody can sit there and just yes somebody. Oh, great idea, great idea. Pretty soon they're going to be known as a yes person. That person's opinion really doesn't even matter. They always say, they agree with whatever I say. This is what you're going to be. This isn't what you need to do. You need to be somebody who every once in a while has to question them a little bit, you know. And I'm not saying you question them every fourth time. That's not it. If they come up with something that's a little ridiculous, you might want to say, you know what, hold on a second here, and maybe we should do something a little different. And again, going to have to be non-threatening, as I mentioned in the last video. Arrogant people who you can get in your corner. You can get them to sincerely believe that you think they're smart. You think they're better than you. You can make a lot of money. And again, this is where the psychology of business comes in. I've had people do it to me, but it's more obvious to me because I got a pretty good idea what they're doing. And again, these are the benefits also. When I was young starting out, and you know, I'm going over and I'm estimating these jobs, I'm talking to people, I got taken advantage of. I just didn't see it coming. And I cannot tell you how many times I am somewhere else. And, you know, I could be over at a friend's house or having dinner with someone, and these people come out and they present something in a certain way. It's kind of like they throw the bait out there. Hey, I could sure use some help fixing my shed in the backyard. And then you say, yeah, I could help you with that. Yeah, they just got their fish. They just got what they wanted. You know, yeah, I could help you with that, but it's going to cost you, you know, I get $45 an hour. Oh, whoa, hey, yeah, I'm not interested. See you later, you know. But again, these are things you're going to run into throughout the business, and it's this learning curve that kicks our butts. You know, you learn a lesson that you could have learned in this book. Learn it. You learned a lesson you could have learned because you actually studied the psychology of personal behavior, human behavior, sales. You're going to save yourself a lot of grief. But to actually go through the process and learn the lesson the hard way, this is not good. And again, it goes back to what I've said. I cannot say it again about this book. You know, if you get the book and you read it and you learn 5 or 10 things from this book that save you thousands of dollars in the business, you are going to benefit, you know, and this is the problem, I think, really with most contractors. They're not interested in reading. They're not interested in learning, and they stay exactly where they are. They rarely grow. They might have a business with 10 employees, and every once in a while they get up to where they got 13 employees, but the headaches get a little too much for them, so they back it off, crank it back down, and they never really get out of their comfort zone. And that's something that you can avoid with education. So I cannot stress that enough. Education, education, education. Now, pretty much beat this one to death here. The arrogant people feed into their arrogance in a beneficial way, something to where it's not too obvious. And you could actually have an advocate on your side who can make you a lot of money or help you make a lot of money in your business. So do not discount these people. If you get to the point where you cannot deal with them, do not work with. There are arrogant people that I cannot deal with. For me personally, it's too much effort for me to feed into somebody else's ego. So I usually just avoid that altogether. But if you can do it, you might be able to make a lot of money. But pay attention, because it might cost you a lot of money to learn the lessons